Everybody does this a little bit differently. This is how I approach interiors, especially after the work that I've been doing to it. I want to get the airbag dust and just grittiness and pollen down to the carpet where I can vac it up. So, air chuck, forced air, however you can get it is where I'm going to start. And I'll do this from front to back, top to bottom, get everything down to the carpeting. And now that I have everything down to the carpeting, we're going to vac it from front to back. From there, it's time to start cleaning surfaces, and you can get out whatever detailing tools you use for interiors, B-tier microfibers, tools to get in tight areas, detailing brushes. I like this foam all-purpose cleaner from Detailing World when the interior is not crazy trashed, the P&S scrubbers, and another small vac to get in tight areas and cup holders, stuff like that. And a detailing brush for leather as well, and much more. I like to start up high, work my way down, so if you find spots in the headliner, work on them, come down the A-pillars, and I'm at the point here where I could start wiping the highest portions of the dash. So I'll just spray a little bit of the foam cleaner on there. Again, that's a lot of the hard surfaces, it's not like they're crazy trashed and dirty. They're just lightly dusted because of airbag dust and any falling lint and material from the headliner. Come down here, come down here. What else? We'll clean the steering wheel this way as well, because that's not too bad. We'll get some foam in there. Scrub the areas where you grab the steering wheel, get those hand oils and lotions, and get all that garbage off the wheel. Now when it comes to these areas right here, if it was crazy dirty, I would take the detailing brush and spray the foamer into that. I'm going to do it dry because it just needs to be lightly dusted. So I'll just kind of agitate the dust, get it to the edges where I can get it out of the edges where I can wipe it free. Bring forced air into the equation if you need to help get that. Let me grab that right now. So this really works well, adding forced air into the mix. Now come in with a microfiber, kind of clean up those areas, mop up a little bit. Microfiber is slightly damp from the foam, so it will easily pick up light dust. And if there's any streaking from the cleaner, just pay attention to that, wipe it off. You can see the wood trim here is nice and shiny already. The very last thing we're going to do is shine that up with a detailer or maybe a protectant. We'll see. We'll come in, do the same thing for the buttons on the steering wheel, and get in and clean the plastic that covers and protects the instrument cluster. And we do have some vents over here and buttons. And we'll wipe that up. There's a panel underneath here, underneath the steering wheel. We'll hit it with a little bit of the foam cleaner. Got a little bit of dirt sticking down in the edges of the center console there. So we'll wipe that up. If there's any dirt in the center console area cup holders, I have this little brush to get in the corners and work anything free, like if soda or coffee spill or candy or whatever's stored in here needs to be agitated, I'll do it with that brush and then come in with this microfiber and mop up all of that crud out of there. And you can see what we're picking up out of those areas. Fold the towel over and go in and get some more of all that goodness. And that looks pretty good. Just got to get the edges. Something always seems to find its way into the edges of these center console areas. There's one down the corner. And that should do. That one there's not crazy dirty. That's hardly ever used. Now let's get rid of this one. Where you rest your arm here on the armrest, that often gets oily, so we'll get that with the foamer and a microfiber. I don't see any reason to break out the scrubbers yet, but we will when we get to the door panel and the sill and the seats on my side. All right, we do have this mess down here to contend with. Directly hit it with the foam. Let it break that down a little bit. Maybe let it soak for a couple minutes. And then we'll come in with our P and S scrubbers. Go in a circular motion so these bristles can get in the valleys of the texture on these plastics. And then grab your B or C tier microfibers. And it handles that quickly and easily. So I'm going to continue with the seats and the door panels all the way back through the car. These also work well with the perforations of the speaker covers. Those little speaker holes get dirty. You brush up against them with your dirty shoe, that's going to leave a mess in there. So you can use that. You can also bring in your leather brush. You don't want to get too aggressive with these because some of these are fabric as opposed to plastic. If you come upon some dirt in these perforations, like here's one, I like these barbecue skewers. And you just gently put the tip of the hole there, push the dirt through, or lift it out. You don't ream it in there, make the hole 4 times bigger than it was. Just a gentle tap into that perforation. and you'll get it nice and clean. Once we have it clean, good friends, I prefer to protect it. We're going to start up top here and protect everything for the future owner. We just mist it into this microfiber, and at first you're priming it. After it's primed, one mist into the microfiber and get back to it. Protect another couple square feet within your reach. Come down here. Do the screen. You can do absolutely everything. Now, when it comes to the plastic trim, you know, your black piano finish or the trim like this and screens, just go over it with the microfiber and it'll buff it to a nice, beautiful shine. The plastics, textured plastics, anything that has texture to it, I really don't need to go over it. Completely protected, ready to enjoy. One last thing I like to do, optional, I'll take a quick detailer. Any shiny surfaces, trim, your wood grain finish, black piano finish, carbon fiber. I'll just mist a little bit of a detailer into that. Go over hard surfaces, and then I'll just take my time and lightly buff the surfaces to perfection. And again, it looks like it has been freshly polished. When you have the black leather just about everywhere in here and some trim, and you have the black piano finish, or if you have this wood grain finish as a contrast, it really makes the interior. All right, that will do. I'm going to just quick pressure wash the mats off and we're done. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to add one more thing. The foamer that we use, the all-purpose foamer that we use for the hard surfaces, you can also use on the carpeting and floor mats, and just mist it onto, foam your floor mats or carpeting, and vac it up from there and give it a fresh scent if that's what you're into, or just give it a fresh feel. for a little bit of extra cleaning. You can absolutely do that as well. In fact, I'm going to do that before I throw the floor mats in there. And again, if you want to see that, that's the all-purpose foam cleaner from Detailing World. I'll try to put a link down below. With these videos here, it's not about the product or the tools. You could do your own homework to find out where these are. It's more about the process and information that I'm trying to get out to you. Hope it helps. See you guys.